In this week's Parashat Vaira, we read about the 7 of the 10 plagues that the Almighty inflicted on the Egyptian people and on Pharaoh because they enslaved and tortured the Jewish people. Moshe Rabbeinu comes to Pharaoh and says the famous words, "Let my people go, and if not, you will suffer afflictions and plagues." And Pharaoh doesn't listen, and indeed the first plague comes, and the second, and so on and so forth. And we find an interesting pattern that repeats itself every time. Whenever Pharaoh is suffering from the plagues, he calls Moshe and he says, "Please remove this plague, we're suffering so much." Moshe warns him, he says, "I will, but remember, you must release the Jewish people, you must set them free." And Pharaoh says, "Yes, I will, please just let this plague off of me." So Moshe prays to Hashem and the plague is removed. And the second the plague is removed, Pharaoh reneges on his word. His heart hardens, he becomes again tough, and he says, "I am stubborn, I will not allow the Jews to leave." And I'm standing on a very tall building, and I just looked out the balcony, and it reminded me of a story of another person who was also standing on a balcony of a tall building, and he was a bit tipsy, and suddenly he fell off, and he's coming through the air very fast, and he sees he's going to die. So he calls to God and says, "Please save me, make a miracle, and I will give millions of dollars to charity. I'll build synagogues, I'll build hospitals, I'll help poor people. Please just save me, millions." And then as he's saying it, 2 people walk out the building and they're holding a big mattress. And he falls into the mattress and he is saved. Moments after, he gets up, he takes a deep breath, comes back to his senses, and he thinks and he says, "What? When I'm under pressure, do I talk nonsense?" And we laugh about this person, but the truth is, sometimes we're also guilty of the exact same thing. We're in a divine, inspirational moment. We take upon ourselves something good to do, maybe another mitzvah, maybe to give charity, whatever it may be. And then when the inspiration wears away, we think to ourselves, "What? Why did I commit to that? Forget it." This week's Parsha teaches us that when we behave in such a way, it's Pharaoh-like behavior. So let's remember that. And if we take a commitment, if we take something good, we must remember to see it through. Wishing us all Shabbat Shalom.